Hey, welcome back to Daily English with Buddy. I'm Mac.
And I'm Carrie. So glad you're here with us today.
Okay, so before we start, I want to ask you something, and I want you to think about it seriously.
Ooh, is this going to be deep?
A little bit, yes. Okay, here's the question. Think of the last time you failed at something. Maybe a test, maybe a job interview, maybe something small like learning a new skill.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking, I've been there.
Right. So, what was the first thing you said to yourself when it happened?
I think something like, I'm just not good at this.
Exactly. And that right there, that is what we're talking about today, your mindset.
And today's episode is called Your Mindset is Your Biggest Power.
Yes, because it really is. And by the end of this episode, I think you'll see exactly why.
So whether you're learning English, chasing a dream, or just trying to get through the week, this one is for you.
Let's go.
Okay, Mac, let's start with the basics. What is mindset? Like, in simple words.
Great question. Mindset is basically how you think. It's the way you see yourself, your life, and your problems.
So, it's like a lens? Like the glasses you wear to look at the world?
Yes, I love that. It's like glasses. If you wear dark glasses, everything looks dark. If you wear clear glasses, you see things clearly.
And what happens if you wear the wrong glasses?
You make the wrong decisions, you think the world is worse than it is, or sometimes better than it is.
Okay, so can you give an example? Like a real one?
Sure, let's say you're studying English and you make a grammar mistake. One way to think, I always make mistakes. I'm terrible at English. Another way, okay, I made a mistake. Let me understand why.
Oh, that's actually a big difference.
Right? Same mistake, two completely different ways of thinking about it.
So one is a negative mindset and the other is more positive?
Sort of, but it's more specific than just positive or negative. Psychologist Carol Dweck, she's a researcher at Stanford University, she talks about two types of mindset.
Oh, I've heard of her. The fixed mindset and the growth mindset, right?
Exactly. A fixed mindset says, I am who I am. I can't change. I'm either good at this or I'm not. A growth mindset says, I can improve. I can learn. I just need time and effort.
And English learners, that's literally the perfect example of growth mindset in action.
100%. Every time you listen to this podcast, every time you practice, you're growing. That is the growth mindset.
Okay, so I want to ask something. People always say your thoughts create your reality, but is that really true, or is it just something people say to sound wise?
I knew you were going to push back on this.
I'm just saying, sometimes life is hard and thinking positive doesn't fix everything.
You're absolutely right, and I agree with you. Positive thinking alone doesn't change anything. But here's the thing. It's not just about thinking positive. It's about how your thoughts lead to your actions.
Okay, say more.
So there's a simple chain. Thoughts to actions to habits to life. Your thought creates an action. Your action becomes a habit. Your habit shapes your life.
Can you give an example?
I'm bad at English, so you avoid speaking English. You never practice, you never improve. And then one day you say, see, I told you I was bad at English.
Oh, wow. That's kind of sad, actually, but so real.
But now flip it. You think, I'm not great yet, but I can get better. So you try, you make mistakes, you keep going. Slowly, your English improves, and one day you say, I did it.
Same starting point, different thinking, different result.
Exactly. The thought was the beginning of everything.
Okay, Mac, I want to share a story. Is that okay?
Of course. Go for it.
So, I have a friend. Her name is Sophia. She wanted to start her own business, a small cake shop.
I love cake already. Go on.
Right? Okay, so Sophia tried once. The business didn't work, it failed after 3 months, and she just stopped. She said, "I'm not made for business. This is not for me."
That's the fixed mindset talking.
Yes, and she stayed in a job she didn't like for 2 more years. But then something changed. She started watching videos about baking. She took a small class. She tried again, this time smaller, just online orders from home.
And?
Today, she has a full cake shop. Custom cakes, weddings, birthday parties. People drive from different cities to buy from her.
Wow. So what changed between the first try and the second?
She changed how she thought about failure. The first time, failure meant, "I can't do this." The second time, failure meant, "I learned something. Let me try again."
That, right there, that is how mindset creates reality. Okay, now I want to talk about something that a lot of people get wrong, and I think this one is really important.
What's that?
People think talent is the most important thing, like you're either born good at something or you're not.
Okay, and you disagree?
I do. I think mindset is more powerful than talent. Every time.
I don't fully agree with that, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. Tell me why.
Because some people are just naturally better at things. Like some people are born with a gift for music or sports or math. You can't pretend that's not real.
Sure, natural talent exists, I agree. But here's my question. How many talented people have you seen give up?
Honestly, a lot.
Exactly. And how many people with no natural talent worked hard and became amazing?
Also a lot.
So what was the difference?
The mindset.
Yes, talent is like a seed, but mindset is the water, the sun, the soil. Without those things, the seed just sits there.
Okay, that's a really good metaphor, I have to admit.
Thank you. Let me give a real-life example. Michael Jordan, the basketball player?
Of course, one of the greatest ever.
Did you know he was cut from his high school basketball team?
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. He went home. He was devastated. But here's what he did. He used that feeling. He practiced even harder. He made the team the next year. And the rest is history.
So his mindset turned rejection into fuel.
Exactly. And think about it. If he had said, "I'm just not good enough," and stopped, we would never have heard of Michael Jordan.
Okay, I'm coming around to your side now.
I converted you. But seriously, talent gives you a head start, but mindset determines where you finish.
Okay, I want to talk about something that I think everyone can relate to. The 2 voices in your head.
Oh yes, we all have those.
So, when you're about to do something new or scary, like speaking English with a native speaker for the first time?
Yes, I remember that feeling very well.
Don't do it. You'll mess up. They'll laugh at you. Your grammar's terrible. Just stay quiet.
That voice is the worst.
But then there's voice 2, and it says, just try. You've been practicing. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. Go for it.
And the difference between those 2 voices, that's your mindset.
Yes, psychologists call the first one the inner critic. It's the voice that protects you by making you afraid.
But it protects you too much, right? Like, it stops you from growing.
Exactly. The inner critic thinks it's helping, but actually it's holding you back.
So how do you quiet that voice?
You don't try to silence it. You just talk back to it. Like when the inner critic says you're going to fail, your inner coach says, maybe, but I'll learn either way.
I love that. Let me give an example. Let's say someone is preparing for an English job interview. Inner critic, your English is not perfect. They will judge you. Inner coach, My English is good enough. I've prepared. I can do this.
See the difference? The critic focuses on what could go wrong. The coach focuses on what you've done right.
And you know what's interesting? Both voices are you. You choose which one you listen to.
That's actually kind of powerful when you think about it.
It really is. You are the one holding the remote control of your mind.
Today, notice your inner critic, and when it speaks, talk back to it. Use the coach's voice, even if it feels strange at first.
Okay, now we're getting into something that I think is really, really important, and honestly, a little uncomfortable.
Uh-oh, what is it?
The victim mindset versus the victor mindset.
Ooh, okay, this is a big one. Explain.
So a victim mindset is when you believe that things happen to you, that you have no control, that life is unfair and there's nothing you can do.
And the victor mindset?
The victor mindset says, yes, hard things happen, but I choose how I respond. I am not helpless.
Okay, I want to be careful here because I don't want people to think we're saying just think positive and everything is fine. Life is hard. Some people face real, serious problems.
You're right, and that's an important point. We're not saying just be happy. We're saying even in difficult situations, your mindset still matters. You can't always control what happens, but you can control how you think about it.
Good. Okay, let's give some examples.
Sure. Let's say you fail an exam. Victim mindset. The teacher is unfair. The test was too hard. I'm never good at exams. Nothing works for me. Victor mindset. That didn't go well. What can I do differently next time? What do I need to study more?
Same situation. Completely different response.
Another one. You lose your job. Victim mindset. Everything is terrible. Nobody wants to hire me. The economy is broken. I give up. Victor mindset. This is hard, but maybe this is a chance to find something better. What skills can I improve?
And in language learning too, right?
Oh, 100%. English is too hard. I'll never be fluent. I don't have time to practice. English is challenging, but every day I practice a little, I get a little better.
And here's the thing. The victim mindset, it feels easier at first because you don't have to take responsibility.
Yes, it feels safe. If nothing is my fault, then I don't have to change anything.
But it's also a trap because nothing changes.
Exactly. The victim mindset keeps you stuck. The victor mindset moves you forward, even when it's hard.
Okay, Mac, this is the part everyone's been waiting for. The how, because we've talked about mindset a lot, but people want to know, how do you actually build a strong one?
Yes, let's get practical. I have 4 things. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1, train your mind daily.
Like exercise?
Exactly like exercise. Your mind is a muscle. If you don't use it, it gets weak. If you train it every day, even a little, it gets stronger.
So what does mind training actually look like?
It could be reading something inspiring for 10 minutes. It could be journaling, writing down your thoughts. It could be listening to a podcast that helps you think differently.
Was that an ad for our own show?
Maybe, but seriously, daily input matters. What you feed your mind every day becomes your mindset over time.
Okay, number 2?
Number 2, protect your energy.
Ooh, this one is personal for me.
Your energy is limited, and the people around you, the content you watch, the conversations you have, all of it either adds to your energy or takes from it.
I have a friend, and I love this person, but every time I talk to them, I feel tired afterward. They only complain. Everything is always terrible.
That's an energy drainer. You don't have to cut everyone out of your life, but you do need to be aware of what's taking your energy and protect yourself from it.
And this includes social media too, right? If you spend an hour watching negative news or comparing yourself to others online,
Your mindset takes a hit, yes. Be intentional about what you consume.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3, reframe problems.
What does reframe mean exactly?
Good question. Reframe means to look at something in a new way, to change the frame around it. Same picture, different frame, it looks completely different.
Can you give an example?
Sure, let's say you're stuck in traffic. You can think, this is the worst. I'm wasting time. I hate this. Or you can reframe it. I have 20 minutes of quiet time. Let me listen to something useful. Same traffic, different mindset.
Oh, I do that. I use traffic time to listen to podcasts now.
Exactly. That's reframing. You take a negative situation and you find the opportunity inside it.
Okay, and number 4. What's the last one?
Number 4 is my favorite, the get to versus have to mindset.
Okay, explain.
So most people go through life saying have to. I have to go to work. I have to study English. I have to exercise.
Yeah, that sounds like a list of chores.
Exactly. But what if you switched it to get to? I get to go to work because I have a job and an income. I get to study English because I have the opportunity to learn. I get to exercise because my body is healthy enough to move.
Oh, that hits different.
Yeah, suddenly everything feels like a privilege, not a burden.
I think I'm going to try that today. Right now, actually.
Do it. It changes everything. Try it for 1 week.
Okay, let's bring everything together with a real story. I want to tell you about someone I know. His name is James.
Okay, I'm listening.
So James applied for a job, a really good job. He prepared for weeks, and then he didn't get it. He got the rejection email on a Tuesday morning.
Oh, that's a hard moment.
Yes, and his first reaction was, I'm not good enough. I never get what I want. What's the point of trying?
That's the victim mindset showing up. It happens to all of us at first.
Exactly. But here's what James did after a few days. He sat down and asked himself, okay, what can I learn from this?
That's a different question. Most people ask, why me? But James asked, what can I learn?
Yes, and he realized his interview skills were weak. He was nervous, he gave short answers, he didn't show his best self.
So he had real useful information, not just pain.
Right. So he practiced, he did mock interviews with friends, he read about how to answer common questions, he applied to 3 more jobs.
And?
6 weeks later, he got a job offer. And honestly, it was a better job than the first one he applied for.
Wow. So the rejection wasn't the end. It was actually part of the journey.
Exactly. And the only thing that changed was how James thought about failure.
He didn't become more talented overnight. He didn't get lucky. He just chose a different mindset, and that changed everything.
So think about your own life. Is there a moment where you got a no and you stopped? Maybe you didn't have to.
Maybe that no was just saying, not yet. Keep going.
Okay, we're coming to the end of today's episode, and I just want to take a moment to bring everything together.
Yes, let's do a quick summary, because we covered a lot today.
We did, so let's go through it. 1. Mindset is how you see the world, and you can change it. 2. Your thoughts lead to actions, which build habits, which create your life. 3. Mindset matters more than talent, because mindset is what makes you keep going. 4. There are 2 voices in your head. You choose which one you feed. 5. Victim mindset keeps you stuck. Victor mindset moves you forward. 6. You can build a strong mindset through daily training, protecting your energy, reframing problems, and using get to instead of have to.
And the real-life story of James showed us. It's not about never failing. It's about what you do after you fail.
Yes, failure is not the end. Failure is information. It's telling you something.
Listen to it.
And I want to say something to our listeners, and I want to say it directly.
Go for it.
Whether you're learning English, building a career, chasing a dream, or just trying to have a better day, your mindset is always there. It's always working, whether you control it or not.
So take control of it. Not perfectly, not all at once, just a little more every day.
Because the most powerful version of you is not the one who never makes mistakes. It's the one who keeps going.
I love that, and I think that's the perfect note to end on.
Thank you so much for listening to Daily English with Buddy. If you enjoyed today's episode, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
And if you're learning English, keep going. Every single day, you are getting better, even when it doesn't feel that way.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care of yourselves.
Bye, everyone.